I am excited for today's recipe. It is the stir fry from the Stardew Valley cookbook. It is not the next recipe that was in order, but unfortunately, it's hard to find those ingredients, and so I'll be doing them as I get the ingredients instead of in order. So today is stir fry, and I love stir fry, so I'm very excited. We are going to take a bowl and put our vegetable stock, our soy sauce, vinegar, and sesame oil together. Throw all this together. And then we're going to add our sugar, pepper, and cornstarch to make the sauce and whisk it together. Most of this video is going to be over on the stove because it's a stir fry and vegetables go in pot, and that's how you make it. So we're going to go over there and do that. We're going to start with the mushrooms. And now we're going to add the carrot and onion. We didn't have any purple carrots, so I just used a regular orange carrot. Next, we're going to add our garlic and ginger. Now, we're going to add a splash of water, our peas, and our kale. I'm just going to give it a quick stir and then pour it over. Try and get as much out as we can. This is our rice. And I am going to put down a little bit of it. For the stir fry to sit on top of. This smells so good. All right. I love stir fry so much. That's really good. The sauce is really light. It's not like super powerful or anything. The kale is nice in there. I've never put kale in a stir fry before. I love the mushrooms. Everything was cooked so well. This is delicious. Let's rate this meal. As always, we rate on aroma, taste, texture, appearance, ease, and I'll give you an average overall rating at the end, which will translate into where this recipe will sit on the tier list. Oh my gosh, this meal was so good. The aroma was delicious. Even from the beginning, the smell of the mushrooms and the onions cooking was just so yummy, and everything I added into the wok just made it smell better and better. I'm giving this a 5-star rating for aroma. The taste was also excellent. I didn't even miss having meat in it. This was a completely vegetarian stir fry. I'm not someone who requires meat with every meal, but I do tend to miss it if it's not in at least one of my dishes. But I think this stir fry worked so well, it didn't even need the meat. I was worried about the ginger being a little bit too strong because I don't normally cook with fresh ginger, and I've had several experiences where someone who cooked put way too much in and it overpowered everything, but it was just the perfect amount. It adds such a brightness to the dish, and it was so good. This is another 5 stars. Texture-wise, I have no complaints. The cooking times in this recipe made it so that all the veggies were perfectly cooked. The peas weren't mushed, the kale wasn't tough. Everything just worked so well together, and this is another 5 stars. Appearance I find a little bit harder to judge because I did substitute our carrots because I couldn't find the purple ones, and that would definitely change the way that this dish looked. I liked the orange in there. It added a little bright pop of color, but I imagine that those were darker. It might make the stir fry a little bit more one note in terms of the way it looks. So I do have to give it 4 stars. This was an extremely easy dish to follow. The cookbook has timing on how long things should take to cook, what things should look like and feel like before you move on to the next step, and even ideas for substitution if you don't have a wok. I would give this one 4.5 stars for ease. Overall, the average rating of the dish comes out to 4.7, which puts it in the A tier. This was so much fun to make. It tasted delicious, and I will absolutely be making this again. I loved playing with the new ingredients that I don't normally use in my stir fry and trying new flavors. I hope you enjoyed watching me cook. Let me know when the last time you had a stir fry was in the comments. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.